Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry, it's been like a week. I was sick again. I don't know how to stop being sick now that I've gotten COVID, but awesome. Keep in mind, COVID was more than 2 years ago. It's great fun. Okay, so this was the last week that I had filmed. So it's been a hot minute since I've been here. I apologize for the lighting. It is a gloomy, gloomy day outside and my ring light decided to die. So hopefully within the next couple weeks I'll be able to get a new one. This is the kit that I picked out for today. Ooh, my tummy is growling. So we have, hopefully this is coming in clear because I'm tired still, so my eyeballs don't work. This is the kit that I picked. I was looking for something that would work good for the end of summer, beginning of fall. I am hoping that I will be able to get more caught up soon. I'm going to do like a couple of weeks of like doubles just so I can get caught up because it's bothering me that I'm so far behind. And then we have all the little extras. I think this was a good pick for, end of summer, beginning of fall. And then we have all of the overlays. So yeah, that is everything. The book on the docket today is this one. It's called Unbroken Bonds by J. Bree. It is the last book in her six-book series. I'm really liking it. So I'm going to hit play and try to work through the end of this book. I've got about 2 hours left of it. So between this playing with me and the one I'm going to do right afterwards, hopefully I can get it done soon. All right, so I'm going to shut up now and start planning. Hi guys, welcome to the voiceover portion of the video. You'll have to let me know if this looks okay because it looks a little bit blurry to me, but it's hard to tell on the tiny little screen when you're filming it, and it's also kind of hard to tell on the tiny little screen while you're editing it. So hopefully it'll get better. If it is blurry, I apologize. But I'm getting old and my eyes get tired. And when I am tired, my eyeballs don't work so well. But if it is blurry, it should be fixing here in a moment. I just can't tell anymore. Again, sorry about the lighting. I don't know what happened. There was nothing dramatic. It's not like I blew a fuse or something. It just didn't turn on one day. It worked fine. I went to use it and then it just didn't work. And I honestly don't know why, and it's really annoying. So the next two plan with me is this one and the next one. I did them both today, and this one doesn't look as bad. The next one looks kind of bad. I also had to take a hiatus during the next one because my battery died. So yeah, I am trying to figure out life right now. I'm trying to figure out how to juggle working a mostly full-time job. I work between 3 and 4 days a week. Usually 3 days a week, but I have a couple of 4s in there, or like this week I have 2.5. But I'm trying to figure out how to juggle working and my YouTube channel and reading and friend time and husband time and blah, 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 blah. When I'm not working and my husband's not here is when I do half this stuff, and I can't do that because he should be here for the next, besides right after Thanksgiving, he should be here for the next, 6 months or something. And then he'll be gone again, so there'll be no problems. But, it's always fun trying to acclimate to normal job working hours. I've been watching the Amazon app and I still have only seen a couple of situations where there was a shift that I would have taken, but if I didn't work that day, like I'll get, like I'm on level 3, at least I was a level 3 when I stopped, and I'm still a level 3 until the end of the year. And what that means is I get like, there's only 4 levels, and so I'm like the 3rd highest. And if you work at all, you get level 1. If you work some, you get level 2. If you work quite a bit, you get level 3. And I have no idea how people hit level 4. They must have numerous shifts a day in order to get that stuff. But I'm just not getting anything. I'm getting like, I got special like notifications that, hey, your level 3 perk is up, and you'll go on to see what the level 3 perk was, and you'll have like a $90 shift, but it's for 3:45 in the morning. No. I've done a couple of those. They were scary as hell. I don't trust people, and I've had too many incidences where I've been threatened because they don't see the Amazon truck pull up. And so even though I'm wearing the Amazon vest and carrying an Amazon package, they don't think that you're actually an Amazon driver. And I've been threatened numerous times, and I show them their package and I show them my app, and they shut up immediately. But who does that at 3 o'clock in the morning? They're going to pull a gun on you before anything else, especially in the area that I live in. So not worth it. So instead I have a job, which is actually doing pretty good. We actually make tips, which is nice because we take care of body puppies. I did manage to hurt myself like a week in. We were doing a deep clean. Something happened. I got spooked or something. I can't remember what happened, but I had to step off the step ladder that I was on suddenly, and I missed the step. And I started going down, and I would have hit too, but I reached up and grabbed one of the cat kennels in order to stop myself. And I wrenched my shoulder, and I had to go to urgent care to find out if I had pulled it out of socket or broken anything. And they said they can't, obviously, with an x-ray tell if I tore anything, but that there was nothing broken or dislocated, which is good. But they can't tell me if I tore something or not. And so I had to fill out an L&I thing, and you can tell my manager's not happy about this. And, part of me feels bad and wants to say sorry, but part of me is like, I did get hurt at work. I didn't just, I don't know. I don't know if it was my stupidity, my clumsiness, or just the luck of the draw, but I did get hurt at work. So I have to be careful with my shoulder, and one of the dogs the other day, like, wrenched my shoulder again, and it hurts so bad again that I need to start taking my anti-inflammatories. I hate taking them, though. I hate taking pills. And as soon as the pain went away, I stopped taking them, but the dog pulled my arm bad, and so now I need to start taking them again, at least for a few days, to get the swelling under control so that it stops just screaming at me. And when we were talking about it today, she told me not to take any dogs for right now until my arm heals. And I don't foresee that happening. I foresee myself not taking any, like, big dogs, but the little ones, it's not a big deal. And most of our dogs are totally fine. And 9 times out of 10, I don't have to take them anyways, because 9 times out of 10, I'll holler to the back and they'll come. We have walkie-talkies, and I walkie-talkie, and they'll come get them for me, which is great. So much better than my last job, where I had to run all the dogs, and I was in crazy amounts of pain because this was pre-surgery, and nobody wanted to come help me at all, ever. And it was really fucking annoying. And when I would go back there asking for help, they'd just be sitting around the employee lounge doing nothing. So I'm actually very glad I don't work there anymore. But so far, so good. I like most of the people that I work with. There's one that I'm not sure about yet, but we're still in that getting to know you stage, and so I don't know where it's going to go. But everyone else has been great, and I'm really happy with 95% of the people that I work with. Alright, so I inhaled funky and managed to choke myself there, so I had to stop and rewind and delete myself choking because I am just that talented. So, other than work life, my husband went on a week-long boat debt thing, and I got sick. I was sick the whole time. So that's why this is late. That's why you didn't get one last week. It wasn't because I didn't think about you guys or I didn't have the time. It was because I was sick and I couldn't talk, and my nose was running. It was nothing but a sniffle fest, and no one needs to hear that. I sound ick anyways, 9 times out of 10. So let's just not make it worse. I can't stop being sick. I think it's just punishment from having COVID. But I did read an entire book series this week. So when we first started, the book that was on here, by the time that I finished the second Plan With Me, I had like half an hour left. So I went and got my breakfast and listened to the last half an hour of it. And I'm done now. And it was so good. It is a 6-book indie published fantasy romance series. It's pretty heavy on the fantasy the whole way through. It's an urban fantasy, so it's not like we're in a different world. We're actually in this world. And the book is following this girl named Ollie. And it's my daughter's like, oh, it's an Omegaverse. And then Nikki said, it's not an Omegaverse. I don't know what it is, but they have these bonded. And they're like, the more powerful you are, the more bonded that you'll have. The central bond is the most powerful one, and then they're bonded, it could be male or female, are the people that like complement their powers and they become a family together and make each other stronger. In this one, it does seem heavy on the female being the central bond, but there was families where it was the male that was the central bond instead of the female. I get where she's coming from with the Omega stuff, because she was like, well, it sounds like an Omegaverse. And I'm like, it could be, but I don't know. I don't know enough about that stuff. And she, shamed me for not reading more fan fiction. But it's really good. There is smut in it, but it's a very, very slow build. So there's like no smut at all in the first book, or very, very little smut in the first book. And then that kind of ramps up. And then by the time you get to the last book, there's quite a bit of smut. So it's just one of those like slow progression things. And, was a very fun read. It was a good book, and it was really fast, and it was really easy to read, and it kept you absorbed. And I needed something like that, because I've been having such a hard time reading, listening. It doesn't matter. Anything with book content for the last couple of months, I have been having a really hard time with, especially in October. I read this terrible book that I absolutely loved. It's called Womb, and it put me in a book slump. And then we were thinking maybe it was just extreme horror that I needed. I needed that splatterpunk extreme horror. So I read another one, and I read the whole thing and really enjoyed it again. And I'm like, oh my God, maybe this was wrong. So Nikki gave me a third book to read, and that one I barely started. I just couldn't get into it. And the writing was the same. It had that same story tale feel, but it just wasn't picking up fast enough. And my brain is not handling books that aren't picking up fast enough. So Fourth Wing's sequel, Iron Flame, just came out, and Nikki really wants me to read that one. Whereas Ash wants me to read another series that she found on their they had the Stuff Your Earbuds. It was like a free Kindle Day thing for audiobooks, and I accidentally forgot to get anything that day. And Ash found a bunch of books that were really good, and they've been listening to a lot of audiobooks too, and so they keep recommending me audiobooks also that are kind of in that same vein of fantasy romance. And so I've got both of these people trying to tell me what to read, and I'm like, okay, well, I read A River Enchanted. I started a Fire Endless or something like that. I literally cannot remember for the life of me what this book is called. Hold on. Yeah, Fire Endless. It's Rebecca Ross. She wrote Divine Rivals, and she also has several other series, and this is one of her other duologies. So Divine Rivals is supposed to be a duology. This is a duology, and I think her other one's a duology, and then she's got a trilogy in there or something. But she's got a handful of books that I'd never heard of before, and I really liked River Enchanted, so I started Fire Endless. I got like 25% of the way through and just couldn't get any farther. And my audiobook Libby library, whatever it's called, is about to run out. I have like 5 days left on it, so I was like, no, I want to try to finish this. So I'm doing that first instead of reading Iron Flame. So Nikki's annoyed at me. She's like, come read Iron Flame with me. But I really don't have any interest in reading Iron Flame right now. Partially because it took the book that everyone's been getting, all the Italian ones from Amazon are all coming screwed up. She got an American printed one from Barnes and Noble, and it's fine. Mine, the binding's already breaking on it. So I'm just not in the headspace to read it right now. But I know I loved Fourth Wing, so I do want to read it again. But I don't know. And then I've got a couple other books that have been popping up on my feed to read, and I just have not touched any of them. So, I'm almost done setting up the base for the plan with me. I'll go back and do the sidebar in a minute. Normally I do the sidebar at the same time, but I didn't this time. I didn't next time either. I waited to do them. Oh, that's right. I just did one side. Never mind. The back cover was coming out and it was bothering me because I could see it poking over the edge. So I was like, I'm just going to put this back in real quick. I did order a couple of new planners. I have a Print Pressions that got here probably a month ago and I haven't unboxed it yet. And then I've got another one. It's like, hold on, let me see what it's called. Because of course they just sent it out, so I should have it soon. It's a Colibri. Colibri Paper Co. And they have daily planners because the little Inkling, the design one that I had this last year was too small and I couldn't put stickers in it. And then the bigger one that I got for next year, it's too big and it's awkward and the spaces aren't going to work correctly for what I need. So I've also been using another planner that fits, it sits really similar to the Happy Planner. And I don't like a few aspects of this planner. And so even though the planner's pretty and it's great for what I'm using it for, I don't think I'm going to buy it again next year. But saying that, I don't have a planner to do this with next year. So I am trying to find a planner to replace this one with. I could just go buy another Erin Condren, but I'm just not feeling them right now. So I'm hoping the Pressions works good. And I'm hoping the one I just bought, that's the other one I'm waiting for. So I'm going to do both of them at the same time. I'm hoping that one will work for my journaling because I want to journal and have like a place to put my thoughts and that kind of thing in. So not any plans. It's just like a personal, and then I need extra monthlies to do my scheduling in because I make the schedule for work now, which helps because I can only complain about myself, and I accidentally scheduled myself to work on my son's birthday. But my husband's got duty on that day, so we're going to have to celebrate his birthday the next day or the day before or something. But we'll figure it out. I don't remember what I was going to say about the books. I think I was just going to say that I'm reading The Fire Endless and I've restarted it. I didn't restart it. I picked it back up where I was left off because it's not like it's been a long time. So it's been like a week and a half. But I'm still not loving it. But I'm at 39% now. I'm on chapter 18 and it's finally starting to pick up. And I see that as a Rebecca Ross thing so far because Divine Rivals kind of had that same feel where you slowly meander through and get to know the characters and then all of a sudden, bam, you're in the middle of the book and all the action's happening, which could be good or bad. I'm not saying that A Fire Endless is bad. I just liked The River Enchanted better. And it's finally picking up, so we're starting to see some action in the book, and we'll see if it works out. I just don't know how I'm going to rate it right now, but I still have like 10 hours left of it. And I can't see how much time I have left at my speed. Like when you are looking at Audible, if you are looking at the main screen, so like right now, I don't have anything really working. I have A Court of Mist and Fury is my nighttime book. It's the one I've been reading while I sleep. And it says I got 4 hours and 27 minutes left of it. And if I go into it, because I have it at 1.7 speed right now from the last book I was listening to, it tells me I have 2 hours and 38 minutes left of it. But if I make it to the 1.5, which is where I listen to this particular book, I have almost 3 hours. So I don't know what it is, how much I have left of A Fire Endless, because the Libby app doesn't do that, which is annoying. Oh, okay. So sorry about the lighting again. I'm trying very hard to keep it as well lit as possible. So I keep having to poke the screen to get it to lighten up, or I have to adjust to make it go darker. And it's just, the camera kind of sucks. The lighting definitely sucks. And I don't have a ring light right now. So we're dealing. All right. So I'm filling out the sidebar right now. And for food, I don't know what I ate at the end of the week. I don't even know what I eat at all the next week. There's a good possibility I did like girl dinner on Sunday, because Sunday was busy and I don't eat on busy days. So Monday was leftovers, Tuesday was burgers, Wednesday was tacos, Thursday was ramen, and Friday was chicken bake. So you know the chicken bakes that you get from like Costco and the little like deli area thing where you get the pizzas and the hot dogs and stuff. I didn't know until recently that you could actually get those in the frozen section. So we bought a box of those and we've been using those for like easy meals. But we're all out right now. We have to go back to the store. I also put all my steps in, which are abysmal, like always. And then I managed to take my vitamins and do my oil pulling almost every day. But not every day, just almost every day. Now I've done it like once this week. I'm telling you, I've got to figure out the work stuff, because I can't do it in the morning before I go to work because I don't wake up early enough. And I've tried doing oil pulling first thing in the morning and I always end up making myself feel sick. So it does not work. All right. So for Monday, I literally have 2 things down. So chances are I really didn't do much except for these 2 things. I had a massive crick in my neck, which gave me a headache, which I tried writing down, ouch, and I misspelled it. All right, when I'm tired, my spelling is the first thing to go. I am a bad speller on a good day. So I just covered it up so you couldn't see it. But the other thing I did was we organized my bookshelves, and I was going through my reading book section. I sectioned out all of my stickers probably 6 months or so ago. I want to say it was post-surgery and I was still healing, but I was doing better. I had this random idea at like midnight to organize my stickers a certain way, and I literally couldn't sleep until I got up and did it, because my brain is stupid. But because I haven't touched some of those areas in a while, I forgot what was in there. And I have a bookshelf in there. And it's a cute little bookshelf. So I put the cute little bookshelf. And then I reorganized with Nikki, because she helped me a tremendous amount reorganizing my bookshelves. The video that we ended up putting up for it was terrible, because I apparently did not film 95% of it. And so I only have like part of what we did. But actually the huge long one that this was is in that video, because that was the big one. Okay, and then for Tuesday, we only had a couple things to do. It was one of those errand running days. And so one of my friends, Shauna, was staying with me for about a week. She went through a life change and just needed to crash someplace for a week. And so she crashed with me. And at the end of the week, I dropped her off at the ferry and came home. So I dropped her off at the ferry, got gas that day, and I didn't even write that down. Then I went to pass an ID with my kid to get him his new ID. He's at that point in his life where He's too old for his military ID. And I mean, technically he's not because he's a full-time student, but he wasn't a full-time student until this semester. And he's going to age out on his next birthday period, which is in a month. So there was no point in trying to get him his normal ID back for 1 month. So we went to pass an ID and got him his pass to be able to get on base. And then me and Elise did some more errands after that. We went and picked up her meds, and then we did some grocery runs. We did Costco and Walmart because those are the grocery stores that we chose to do. And then I also did a ton of work on my computer. So that's why the top little section is so limited. It's because I literally spent almost all day running errands and working on the computer. I worked on my Plan With Me. I worked on my TBR, and I worked on a haul. I think I filmed... Oh, I edited everything. So I had it all filmed, and I was just working on editing. Which is a lot like today. Because today, all I've done is Plan With Me stuff. I prepped for it last night. Did my Plan With Me's this morning. I edited all of this one. Now I'm voicing over it. I edited most of the next one. Haven't obviously voiced over that one yet. And then I also went and got my son from school and took a shower and washed my hair. So I did the long one and I took a nap. So, I mean, days like that one are like today. If you see a jump cut in here and it's kind of a weird jump cut, it's because I have issues where I will obviously be doing something off screen, but you can't see it. And so I just cut it out because there's no point in just sitting there staring at the screen with nothing going on. Even this stuff with me writing in, I was never sure if I should keep it in or not. But I figured if I'm doing the voiceover, it's not a big deal. I can just tell you what's going on. But if I'm not doing the voiceover, it makes it harder because I can't talk and write at the same time. And it's either I don't put the words in or I cut the words out while I'm writing or something along those lines because I don't have script stickers for everything. I love some of these YouTubers that do, but they make their own script stickers or they work at places where they can make their own script stickers, which is awesome for them and sucky for me. All right, so Wednesday, I went to the gym. I did 10 minutes on the elliptical and then a 30-minute leg. And then me and the poopers went for a 25-minute WALK. I cannot say that word right now because he is in the room with me and he will get super excited if he hears me say that word. And then I would have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't go. Oh, shoot. It's after 5. I was going to message one of the girls I work with and find out if I could take him with me tomorrow. But I forgot. I'll have to look at the schedule and see who works tomorrow. Maybe I can just bring him in anyways. So we also went to Dutch Bros. I have not been going very much. We do not have a Dutch Bros sticker, so I actually want to see if I can get one. There's a couple of stickers that I want to get made. Dutch Bros is one of them. Like with my BFF or with Bestie or whatever is another one I want to get. And then I want to get more that are like military related because it's nice to have those stickers. And I'm running out and someone's knocking at my door. One moment, please. That was my daughter. She wanted to come in and sit with me. But I still have another, well, I guess I don't have 20 minutes. I thought I had like 20 minutes left, but I guess I don't. I've got like 10 minutes left. So she can come in a little bit. Anyways, I want to get Dutch Bros stickers because all I have is like Starbucks and coffee, and I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. I'll drink coffee once in a great while, but if I do, it's something foo-foo and full of sugar. I cannot do normal coffee. I don't know how people can. And if I do normal coffee, I want it to be like French press or slow or the pour over drip thing that my son does. I cannot do the normal coffee maker. But all I have is like coffee and Starbucks. I want a Dutch Bros. But it was the first Wednesday of the month, which means it was sticker day. And I will never miss a sticker day if I can help it. And then I had to run to Lowe's to drop off some shoes for my daughter because she wore the wrong shoes to work and ended up hurting herself with her bad shoes. So I went and dropped those off. And then I had some reading time with Nikki. Super simple, easy, productive day, healthy day. I need more BFF stickers, so I ran out. I had them in one of those sticker mystery box things, like when they do for like Glam Planner and Scribble Prints and all of them. They do those like, hey, these are my oops stickers. Here, get a pack of them. It was one of those situations, and I ended up with BFF, which was great, but I ran out. And then Thursday we went and watched Gran Turismo, which was so good. Such a good movie. And then we went to Walmart, but I don't have anything else written down, so I literally have no idea what I did that day. There's a very good possibility that we did more, but I did not write it down. And let me tell you, that was last week. I didn't write anything down because I was not feeling good. So I just didn't touch my planner at all. I went to work and I came home and I slept, and that was it. And I'm trying to figure out, like, the next week, what did I do last week? Sometimes I'm great at keeping track. Sometimes I suck. And so sometimes when you see an empty weekly schedule, it's because I forgot to write it down. Or when you have one empty day, like on Wednesday, I probably forgot to write it down. All right, so Friday, that was Thursday, not Wednesday. Anyways, Friday, I had 2 shifts. The first one was a 6:45 to 9:45 shift, and that one I did work, and then I took a nap. And I was supposed to have another one, but it got canceled. And I don't know if I canceled it or if they canceled it. I did not write that down. All I wrote down was that it got canceled. And it was a $90 shift. So my guess would be that they canceled it. And I could actually go look because I still have all of my flex stuff. I just haven't been using it because I'm hoping that eventually something will pop up. Ooh, they changed it. How fancy. When was this? This was September 8th. I have not worked since September 22nd, which sucked, but whatever. Yeah, okay, so they canceled it because I do have 2 for that day. So I didn't have to do my afternoon shift. We also had made appointments to get tattoos. I have this beautiful tattoo on my leg now. And I had to go drop the deposit off for it. So we went and dropped off the deposit for my tattoo and for my daughter's. And then we went for a grocery run at Winco and did some laundry. This was a clothes day, not a bedding day. There was a couple of weeks in here where I did a lot of bedding because somebody kept throwing up on my bed. And she's sitting right next to me. Because how are you going to keep a cat from doing that? Anyways, I actually caught up and surpassed the me on the screen, which is weird because then I will end up on a tangent somehow and end up way behind. And there's not a lot of leeway time between me finishing the week and the video ending. So I need to make sure that I don't get too far ahead or behind, whatever. Okay. So Saturday. Oh, look at that. Irony of ironies. I had another workout day. After I got sick the last time, I was only doing a couple of workouts a week. And then now I haven't done anything since I got sick this time. I don't know what happened. I just lost motivation, lost something. My brains. But I did 30 minutes of bis and tris. And then I worked on my plan with me. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if I was editing or filming or any of those things because it doesn't say. It just says plan with me. And then I went and I hung out with my friend Nikki. I don't know what we did, and I didn't write it down because there wasn't room on the little chunk here, which is the only problem with putting down the box and a half size big box, is that it really doesn't give me a lot of room to add extras. Then I also did laundry, and this time I did bedding. So I put in the change the sheets one, which you're supposed to do weekly anyways, but there was a time here where I literally was doing it every 3 days, and it was making me mad because she likes to get her butt juices and or throw up all over my bed, which is lovely. A lovely, lovely, lovely time with my cat. And then the book I finished was A River Enchanted, which is what we were talking about at the beginning, because I'm finally now reading The Fire Endless. I just couldn't get into it. I mean, we're talking like 2 months later, and I'm still trying to read that damn book. I don't know how it's going to get rated right now. I'm thinking probably a 3. It's not bad. It's not so bad that I DNF'd it, but it's bad enough where I've taken lots of breaks. Okay, so while I write that in, let's move on to the next day where I had 2 more shifts. I had one shift at 6:15 to 9:15, which was actually a decent price too. Actually, both of those ones were decent priced. The ones on Friday were kind of crappy, but the ones on Sunday were pretty good. And then I took a nap after the 9:15 shift because I get really tired having to wake up that early. And even now with my job, I work 10-hour shifts and I don't come home nearly as tired because I don't get up quite as early. I have to be up at 6:30. So I have one alarm that goes off at 6 to wake me up. And then I have another alarm that goes off at 6:25 to tell me to get the hell out of bed. Because honestly, I don't need too much time to get up and get dressed in the morning. I do all my showering and stuff after work or the night before, depending on if I work or not. Like I just took a shower so I'll be ready for my work tomorrow. But sometimes I swear I just can't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It does not work. And then inevitably I always have a cat bothering me. All right. And then I had an evening shift from 5:15 to 8:15. And then in here I was still working on laundry. I think at this point in time I was folding it and putting it away, but I didn't write that down. And then I was working on my planner. I was working on my plan with me, and I had the afternoon with Nikki. All things that are not on this list, because I don't know, because I don't have enough room. I didn't have enough room to put all that in. But yeah, I probably just folding and putting away my clothes, which is what I did today. So like today it will say laundry, but it's folding laundry and putting it away because we've been washing it for the last 2 days, and it ended up with just this one basket left that needed to be folded and put away. And I did that today. I did mine. I'm mean. I'm a bad, mean wife that will not do my husband's laundry because he is a grown man and he can do it himself. I try to prep for these like the day before, so you'll see this little like sticker sheet pop in. I want to get an actual sticker book. So if anybody knows a good place to get an actual sticker book, let me know, because I don't like the sheets very much. They're too exposed. Okay, so here, I'm going to move that because it doesn't fit very well because my nap time was right there. I can't have the laundry be right there when that was my nap time. So when I do my nap one, I'll actually take that one off and move it down to the bottom. And then I finished Cinder, which was my reread. And then I really didn't read much in September, and I didn't read anything in October. So there's going to be a lot of nothings in October, but I read a lot so far in November. I am at 7 books so far, and we are on the 13th of the month because I read the entire series in 1 week. It's wonderful. I love it. I love getting to ignore my entire family and just concentrate on reading. It's quite lovely. I also didn't spend a lot of time with Nikki this last week, which I think also made it so that I listened to more stuff. All right, I think we are just about done. Like I said, I'm just putting in Cinder now. And that will be it for the voiceover portion of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and now back to the other me. Okay guys, so this is the end result. I think it turned out really cute. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm getting hit and miss on the viewfinder. Sometimes it looks perfect, sometimes it looks too dark. I have no idea what's going to happen when I edit this. All right, so I still have most of this page left. One here. I've got some deco and stuff left. This whole page is left. Again, that whole page is left. This one is pretty much decimated, as is that one. I actually used one of these, but I don't keep this page because I never use it. I've got a little bit left here, and then we have most of those left. So this was a good little plan with me. I hope you guys like it. And I will see you again soon for this week. Bye.